Yes, we're live, we're live. Good evening everyone and welcome to TFRL GT3 Championship Season 2, Round 2 in the Pro-Am Series. We are here once again for Round 2 of the Championship. It's the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix layout that we're doing tonight. I'm GT3. I'm going to be one of your commentators this evening. I don't know where my other co-commentator is. He's disappeared off the face of this earth by the looks. Hopefully he's going to be joining this party very, very soon. We've got a couple of drivers in here, actually. Small guy, or otherwise known as Keelan, running his final race tonight. Got Niels in, and we've also got Matthias. Good evening, guys.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Because you've answered first, Matthias, I'm going to come to you. I know you're not running in Pro-Am, but how do you rate your chances around this track with you being in the Pro Series?
Quite low. I'm not even sure I can join the lobby.
You're not even sure you can join the lobby? Uh-oh. Is that because of the timing?
Nah, I couldn't even find Elliot's one.
Oh dear. If that's the case then I can give you the room ID. If that thingy's...
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Won't help.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's your spunky internet, innit?
No, I have normal internet. You've seen that on F1. But it's just...
Right, I think what we'll... I think what we'll do...
Yeah,
I'm just wondering
if... I
if...
can find Keelan's and I could find yours games.
Yeah. Have you not got them blocked or anything?
No.
Well, I'll double check that just in case. Or has he not blocked you?
No, I already found him and just as your friend.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah, oh, nobody is watching us. Disgraceful. Come on, get the stream chat out, come on. Do your job. What was I doing? Discord.
Oh,
right,
okay.
Spudsy should be there for 5 past. I am ready to, I can, wait 5 minutes. We'll wait 5 minutes for him. That's what we'll do. Apparently he was stuck, because of, because of cows crossing the road, apparently. Well, I mean, if there were 2 fat ladies, then obviously you could have gone to the bingo instead. Come on, cows, fat ladies, come on. God. Bad joke, I know, bad joke. Right, stream link is in. Is Elliot joining? By any chance, if you can send him another invite, that'd be much appreciated. Let me just have a look. We're just waiting on Spudsy now to come in. He said he's going to be here in a couple of minutes, so we'll just wait. Apparently his PS4 is already on, I've been told. So we should be fine on that end. His missus has turned off doing the job there that women always do, turning on PS4 consoles for their men. Oh, I'm going to enjoy the stream tonight. I really am pumped up. I mean, we're live, so that's thingy.
At least a good thing.
That is a good thing indeed. Yeah, sorry I got no ID. I think Elliot's got confused there. He is there. He's in the pits. I've got him up on my screen. And we've also got Billy in tonight. Now, what's been going on with Billy is very unsavoury and very sickening, to say the least. I'm not going to go into the details on this, but just want to let him know that he has the full support of the TFRL and the FRL admin teams and both of our communities together. We are in this together, and we'll make sure that people like those two that he dealt with last night do not get into any other league in this community. And that is a wholehearted promise. What are you doing, small guy? Doing a ball boy, are you? I know it's your final night, but please respect everyone. Oh, there he is. There's Spudsy. Elliot's just left, so we'll wait for him, and then we can get started here tonight in Spain, España, and David's home track actually coming on track. He's running the base standard livery of the Dodge Viper there, coming into the pits. He is in a Dodge Viper, isn't he? Just to confirm that. Hope he is. Better be. Otherwise, I've just totally made that up. He might be in a Corvette. Oh no, it's that one. No. Forgive me. He is in a Dodge Viper. Goodness me. Right, I'm just going to see what Elliot's gone to.
Well done, Keelan.
Oh, has he put the plasticine boards in the track, by any chance? Right, David's cutting the pit lane. I just want to make it clear, hopefully everyone's watching, pit lane exit should not be used. Even in qualifying, it should not be used. Please stay within the white lines coming out of the pits. Otherwise, you're going to pick up a 10-second time penalty, because that has been added into the rules this week. And yes, nothing to do with me, it's all to do with Elliot. Let's just put that one. But,
damn it! Oh, damn it! Oh, what a... Oh, crap, I can't edit my board to do this. I've got a special livery made.
Well, you can apply it straight after we finish this race. We can wait.
I need to edit it. So
well, you're not leaving this. You're not leaving now.
I'm not leaving now. It'll just be during the break between.
Yeah, do it between the after the Pro-Am race. Just do it after that.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Good.
It didn't take me long to do my first one, so it'll be fine.
Just waiting on Elliot now.
It's actually melting.
Oh, thank you, Niels, for putting that out. Yes, do please stay within the white lines when exiting the pits. I've seen Sorry I Got No ID and David already do that, so hopefully they have now taken on board what they're going to be, what the rules are, and whatever happening tonight. Otherwise, you're picking up a 10-second time penalty and not getting disqualified for tyre use, like some people did last week. Not mention any names at all. Small guy. Pablo. Mo.
Wait, I'm sorry, did I hear that I won last week? Oh, I did. Wait. Yeah. Did I bottle it and come back? Oh. I did.
I'm just gonna double check. Yeah, you've got to use both tyres as well. I may just iterate that as well. Elliot's not online, which is quite concerning. We'll wait until he comes, but he's not online at the minute. And to be honest, I'm tempted to get started without him, because he can keep an eye on the stream.
Yes, because I need to edit my thing after this. I need a maximum amount of time.
Keelan, am I running my special livery?
Do you have a special livery, sir?
But I don't think I'm running it.
You don't think you're running it? Oh, you silly sausage. Wait there. Let me see.
I don't think.
Wait. Stop. Oh, we're stuck in trap. Wait here. Oh my god. It's like watching a...
Should you call David Wallbank out in PSGL 5? Yes.
Oh,
just saying that in the edit of our chat there. Oh dear. Come on, Elliot, we're waiting on you. Goodness me.
Do you like my livery?
We can get start. Well, we will start as soon as he's back. Goodness knows how long it'll be, but we'll start as soon as we're back. So currently, as the timing suggests, I think we'll be starting around 7:15 again for Pro. If you are a Pro driver and you're watching the stream, get it out in the Discord. You're going to be starting hopefully about 7:15 for qualifying. 10-minute qualifying, 40-minute race. We should be fine. We should be finishing about 5 past, I would think. Roughly 5 past 8. And are you in straight line racing again tonight?
No.
Oh well. Oh well. And Danny's not here, so we can take all the time we want. Lovely.
Yes, we can, because I need to edit my livery. It's important.
Well, you can do it after this prom race. We are still waiting for people.
Has a lot of
This is the one you
hashtags
sent
on
me
it.
in.
I thought David was
What?
banned.
This is the one you sent me in messages.
No, I'm gonna update it so it's completely like the side part's gonna be new.
Is it better? Is it the same concept?
I just got double jump.
Not, I'm gonna have King Jong-un and Donald Trump.
Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump. Oh, yeah, sorry I got no ID's message is a bit unsavory, I've got to be honest. But as we wait for one faggot to come,
That hurt.
just gotta wait.
You booger.
Well, we'll go if he's not here in a couple of minutes. We'll go at like 10 past because I don't want to be waiting anymore. I've got places to be after this as well because I want to watch the Super Bowl tonight. Rams against the Patriots. Come on, you Rams!
Come on, Patriots.
I think
Hey!
I honestly think the Patriots will win, but I think Rams. There's been quite a few shocks in the last couple of years. Just thinking the Rams might do it. Oh yeah. I see. We're putting the predicament here. We've got to start the session. So if you can go back and change the weather to something different.
I'll change your
Get off
livery.
the pits. Got the right car, you start going.
Oh wait.
Right, there we go. Yeah, so just change the weather, and then when Elliot comes, we can go. Well, not when he goes. When he comes. But sadly, it'll only be. I think Small Guy will be filling in for me. For Elliot at the minute in commentary. Now. But as soon as we go back to fine weather, we can start, and I'll put a message in just to be sure. I would just like to point out that we have had issues with some of the lobbies in practice. Hopefully this one's fine. The stream's fine.
Whoa!
Hopefully everything's fine.
Oh, that was close. My god.
Uh-oh. What? Don't go out the
almost
track.
left the
Don't go out the track. Don't go out the track.
Oh fuck's sakes.
If you left the session. Right, come on. Work with me, controller. Quality started.
Cut deals.
That's the worst probably message that I've put. Quality has started with a capital H for Has. Not as. Goodness me. Both Elliot and not here. We're going to be taking you through the action. It's going to be very quiet in this party. Hope you don't mind if I stay here because I can actually hear myself through somebody's mic. Just in case we decide to. Yeah, I think it might be you, but keep it as it is. We don't want a double echo like we did last night in B League.
Ah, there we are.
But yeah, we have started, and I'm very tempted to get going. Sorry I got no ID's game is bugged out. Again! Like he didn't branch hatch in the race, it was. So if he closes his application and restarts it, he should be back in, so he'll just have a limited time running in qualifying if he leaves and then rejoins now. But as we get a couple of cars out on track. Yeah, there we go, he's just gone. We've got quite a few cars out of track. Who isn't out on track yet? Oh, Spudsy's in the gravel, Jesus Christ. Not sure if there's lag going on his end, or... Everyone. Dear me. David coming out the pits. We've got 7 out on track. We're just waiting for that Waldo to get out on track. We are waiting for... Who else are we waiting for to get out the track? There's somebody else here as well. Oh, sorry, got an ID. That's who we're waiting for. There he is. He's joined the room. Lovely. Actually feels nice to be in a little bit of control for the first time this season. It would not be the last time either. King Jong-un is my dad. No, it's not. JB on a lap, running down into turn 1. Now, Catalunya is the famous Spanish track, of course, but this is GT Sport and not F1 like we've been used to. If you've watched A-League, the cars went round in, what, 116s, 17s? Don't think you're going to be seeing that here tonight unless you're in a Tomahawk, and then that's very unlikely. But JB on a lap, coming round, exiting the first sector, looking nice in that yellow and black looking Jaguar. And just to point out, we have got 10 minutes of qualifying, so we are already nearly 3 minutes through qualifying, and I will keep on telling you, guys, the time, as everyone, apart from Dat Waldo, is out on track. Dat Waldo just in the pit lane there. JB on a lap, coming towards the end of the middle sector. The sector splits actually are the same as the F1 splits. As JB comes across that 111.0. See how that shapes up in the coming couple of minutes, in the last 7 minutes of the session. JB just getting wide of the apex there, getting a little bit squirrely out on the exit of the corner. Now running down into the chicane section to end off the lap, and of course they did put this section in the mid-2000s instead of going all the way around and then flatter downhill towards the line. JB though coming across the line, it's 47.7 to kick us off. Billy just behind, out on track. Coming through the final chicane now, looking very nice, hitting both apexes very nicely there. He's going to be slower than JB, but he should be setting a very nice lap here, and Niels is just in behind as well. Hopefully you're on a nice lap, Niels. 1.7 seconds off there, Billy. Niels has got a 4/10 penalty. What was that for? Must have been a corner cut or something. Yeah.
Disappointed.
Oh, Deneen had 2.7 seconds worth of penalties on a set of softs. So he's came straight back into the pit. We've got Pelly now on a lap. Pelly's swapping from an Audi to a Jag this race in Pro-Am. And looking actually quicker than what he was in the Audi around Brands Hatch. Pelly coming around the final corner. This could trouble JB, you know, for Paul. Provisional Paul at the minute. Pelly coming across the line. He's going to be quicker here. Pelly across the line. 47.1. Nice lap by Pelly, but Dat Waldo was the one to watch out for, I think. David, the homeboy, is coming around the final 3 corners now. Oh, just missing the apex there. That left apex, very difficult to try and get into a better line going through the corner. But David now on the run up to the line in the Viper. How is he going to set a time? He's gone third, 1.7 seconds off Pelly, so not a bad time from him. Spudsy on a lap as well, coming around the final corner, looking nice. And he goes 5th ahead of Niels. Sorry to say that, Niels. Oh, and sorry, got a no ID into the gravel again. And predictably, he goes back into the pit lane. And I think that was his teammate Deneen coming through that same section. Anybody else on a lap that is of note at the minute? Billy might be improving, I'm not sure. If I was these guys, it's literally 2 out laps and then 2 laps that they get here. But Billy on a lap, is he improving? He's on the run up to the line now. Oh, 2/10 off in the end. And, oh, I've just missed JB's gone pole. Provisional pole, and only 2 thousandths ahead of his teammate Pelly, who was going purple in the middle sector. So let's have a look. As we are just over halfway through qualifying, we are about 3.5 minutes away from the end of qualifying, with Pelly now on a lap coming into the final 3 corners. Thank you for tuning in, by the way, to TFRL GT3 Championship. This is Pro-Am, the Pro Series, guys. You are going to be asked to come in straight after the race here in Pro-Am. Pelly coming across the line. This is a 46 from Pelly. Oh, and he demolishes JB's time of that. Dat Waldo running a different livery, is he, this week? Got a car throttle livery on. I thought he was in the purple Spudsy's livery, who is improving on a lap actually. Is Spudsy looking very nice, and of course, that Waldo on paper should get the win here, but there are quite a few drivers I think that could challenge for the win here. I think if I was going to go for a top 3, Spudsy comes up the line and doesn't improve. I would go probably, being a bit plain, that Waldo probably for the win. I mean, he should be quick enough. Gonna go Neil second. I'm so sorry about you being put second there, Neil. But and then I think JB will probably go third. So that's my top 3. Looking at it. Still unsure of what has happened to my co-commentator, Mr. Elliot F6, who is supposed to be running things here. And if he is not running things, then I can step into the breach for this evening. Still just gonna check just to make sure if he's online or not. Pretty sure he isn't, as I've just realised somebody's deleted me off their friends list. How dare you, whoever you are. Oh, 10 viewers watching though, thank you very much for tuning in to TFRL. As we've got a minute and a half left of qualifying, I went with 10 minutes goals. I will put a message in saying that we are going to be ending qualifying, and then we can get straight into the race. After that, that's what is going to be happening.
Okay.
Matthias agreeing with me there, thank you very much. I think you were saying okay to somebody else there, but we'll let that slide.
No, you, definitely.
Are you sure about that? A minute left in qualifying though, guys, so get your final laps in. Dat Waldo is on a lap and he's about 40 seconds from home, looking nice. I think at the minute though he's going to be going in between Pelly and JB with this lap, and don't think he's up in the middle sector. Let's have a look at the live timing screens just to give a sense of where he is. A 40.715, so he's quicker than actually JB in his middle sector. Is Sorry got no IDs just starting from the back, because he's not out on track at the minute. If somebody can check that, or if small guy can check that, that would be much appreciated. But that Waldo is on the run up towards the line. He's not going to be going pole here. And with 10 seconds to go, as I get prepared to start the chat. And the thingy, Billy last across the line, so Billy has got another chance to set a lap. But that is it. Qualifying has ended, if my bloody controller would work. Quali has finished. Not Finland. Jesus Christ, that's coming up in my recommended. Dear me. Oh, hang on, I'll put...
You said Instagram.
Uh-oh.
Did you still remember that? Oh.
If it's Matthias' first ever commentary, then... yeah.
No, it's different. It's a bit more...
Is it Elliot's first commentary?
No, it's no commentary. It's just...
Wait, he's on Discord apparently, so hopefully he hasn't had a power cut or anything. So that'll just put a real spanner into the works. A pro. Fate might not be falling before the race even begins. Billy, though, is improving on the lap, so he is the last driver to come across the line. So he is on a lap. Pelly has gone quickest though with a 46.5. I think that is what I already picked up on. Yeah, I've already picked up on that. Danine's third at the minute, but let's watch Billy, because he's got that Waldo in front of him. Niels is parked off to the side of the track there on the right-hand side. Just catching that on the camera shot. I'm just going to check the comments just to make sure we haven't got anything from Elliot that I haven't seen. Pro-Am is quicker than Pro, right? No, Pro is quicker than Pro-Am. I'll just confirm that now. Billy across the line does improve, but doesn't go ahead of Niels. Gets within 0.3. That is qualifying over, because Billy was the last across the line. So, I'm happy to go. We can start. Oh, actually, no, don't. Sorry, I've got no idea he's not out on track. We'll just wait for him to get out on track, and then we can start. Just realised his car out at the last minute. Neil's coming out the pits. Sorry, got no idea he can go out the track, and hopefully he is watching the stream. Oh dear. Elliot has had some problems with his family, apparently, according to the Discord messages that I'm seeing. Once this season is finished, I'm moving out. So that is from Mr. F6, who I'm not sure if that puts his participation in doubt for the Pro Series, but we'll keep you updated during the 40-minute race. I'm just gonna get a message out.
Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that.
What? Oh boy.
Oh.
That Waldo.
Niels.
Oh.
Niels,
Yeah.
just look at this
um,
gameplay right here.
Well, oh,
Waldo needs to go through the first sector as well. He needs to go in the first sector split so his time gets counted as well. That'd be much appreciated. If that is the case. Right, I'll just send a message out in the lobby to them both.
fucking small talk.
Sorry, got no ID. That Waldo. That good. Sorry, Rob. I'm trying to keep on top of things on Discord, and I'm trying to keep on top of things on here. So it is a little bit of a pain, but 40 minutes race will begin as soon as Sorry Got No ID gets in, and David as well. He's just exited the pits, so David should go through his first sector. Sorry about the wait, guys. Pro Series will begin shortly after this, as we just wait for Sorry Got No ID. I'm not sure if he is there physically. He needs to. That Waldo needs to go through the sector split at sector 1 to be counted.
On his way.
He is on his way. He's gone off. He's gone off camera on my shot. Oh, there we go. It pans across. Oh, he stopped.
Forward.
He stopped. Dude, David. Do it, David. David just gone through sector 1 there. Yeah, you've got to go through the sector 1 split. And I'm not sure if Sorry Got No ID is there or not. Can you just double check if he is actually there? Ah, there we go. Oh, he's moving forward. He's moving forward. There we go.
Hey.
Right, he's through. Sorry Got No ID. I'll wait 2 more minutes as Deneen and Billy take each other out in the middle sector there. Deary me. Hopefully that's not what we're going to have in the race. Thank you very much to Dat Waldo for doing that for us, of course. Sorry, I got no ID. Where are you? Right, let me just send a message out to Elliot while we wait. Just check if he's racing. That's a message sent in to Elliot. We're just waiting for one driver to get out on track. It looks like Billy, Deneen and David are preparing for a drag race down the straight. That's good to see anyways. Is he actually in the lobby? Let me just check. He is there. He's here in the lobby still, but he's not reacting or anything. I don't know what's going on. We'll wait another minute or so and then we'll go. Hopefully he has not been pulled away. Just gonna check with another message for him. Go, another message sent through to him there on Discord. As everyone just sits and waits, and that's what we're doing in the comfy box, because that's all you can do when you're waiting for a driver to enter out to the track. Oh dear. Anyways, I'll check if there's any comments coming through in the stream. We have got 12 people watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. Niels has got some support from J. Luke, but you spelt your name wrong as per usual.
Always.
Pro Am is quicker than Pro Right. Yeah, I've already answered that. KNK says Vamos David, so obviously supporting David there. I still haven't had anything through from Sorry I Got No ID. He hasn't came through in the chat, has he? Unless his game's glitched out or something, then if I've got to be honest, I think we have to go without him, I'm afraid. He hasn't informed us and I don't think he's here, so I think I'll give it till past and then we'll start. If he doesn't come, I'm going to give him every opportunity, but we're starting at past. So pro guys, as soon as this race is over, please come into the session, and as soon as the race is finished, actually we should have 5 spaces already available for the pro guys. Don't join now, join after this race, just to be sure. But yeah, we'll start in less than a minute. Oh dear. I don't know if he comes out of track like when the 10-second timer starts. That's going to be bad. Oh, in fact, actually, that won't be bad. So quite close in qualifying though. Pelly on top, JB, Deneen, David and Dat Waldo top 5. Then it's Niels, Billy and Spuddy. Your 8 drivers out on track. Sorry, I got no idea. I think was behind on the pace, so clearly something going to miss there with his qualifying. Oh, actually, I've just clicked on. Actually, he might be not racing because his wheel. He might be trying to get his wheel fixed because I can't clamp properly or something. It's 6:30 though, and he's not here. I'll just check if he's typing anything. No, he's not. Just check if he's on Discord. No, he's not. Yeah, we can start. I'm happy. We can go. If we can start final feed.
How do I start the final?
It should be pause menu and then start final or something, maybe.
Right, I'm gonna have to go in.
Oh, it's in the yeah, exit, and then at the top it'll be beside race settings. Pretty sure, anyways.
No, I'm just gonna have to go into the contract.
Oh, well, make sure you quit. Can you start the session?
Oh no.
Oh, killing it, you're so fucking numb.
No. I've just had a big oof moment.
Have you just realised where it is?
If you care to go to the view event settings, you'll find that the track and the select conditions is for the lap counter. So 1 minute.
Oh my god. I've had the practice settings up, so that might be why. I do apologise profusely for that. That is my error. There. That is my error. I'm sorry about that. Goodness me.
If it resets, then I'll just have to.
If it resets, we'll do a grid order. And it has reset, everyone.
It has reset.
Oh, what an idiot! What an absolute idiot! Why did we not check that before we started? Oh my god. Right, I'll get the qualifying up. Get the qualifying up. Goodness me, we've had an absolute mare.
Can everyone go to track? Diego start.
Right, top 8. Do you want to? Yeah, if everyone can please go out the track, that'll be perfect. Deneen, Spuddy and Sorry I Got No ID and David we're waiting for. Or certainly Deneen and Spuddy we're waiting for. Spuddy, go out the track, and then we can get the order from the top 8 started. Apparently, Sorry I Got No ID is not responding to any something within a party. Spuddy, what you doing? come on. We can't hold this up any longer. Oh my god.
Right, I've got 7 out on track, so just missing one person, so go on. Pelly.
Well, Spudsy's at the back anyways, so it's Pelly,
Yeah.
then JB, Deneen, you got Deneen, David,
Deneen, David, yep.
that Waldo,
Yep.
Niels,
Yep.
Billy, and Spudsy. Spudsy's now out on track, so
Oh.
lovely. Right, we can begin. If you know how to restart. Yeah, if you know how to start the race this time. Hey, there we go. We're finally underway. Jesus Christ. What an absolute mare by me. Oh my god. Oh dear. Elliot's not going to be racing, by the way, so I'm in charge tonight, and that is good because I can keep the ball rolling,
nice.
and we can get going here in TFRL GT3 Championship. It's a shame that Elliot can't be here to have it, but we've got a Jaguar front row. Pelly, JB, Deneen, David, Dat Waldo, Niels, Billy and Spudsy, your top 8 drivers that are starting here. Sorry I got no ID. Sorry, you weren't responding. But it's as simple as that. But hopefully you'll be there next week. But we are about to get started. Oh, light sequence coming on now, and we're underway for the first race here. The Pro-Am Series is underway, round 2. Good start there by David, the homeboy, trying to go in the background on Pelly. Lag? Did you say that? Oh, David down the inside of turn 1. How the hell has he made that stick? What a move. David's already got move of the race potentially, all looking relatively clean and behind. Dat Waldo's already up to second, and the 2 Jags have been absolutely swamped. JB, Pelly, Billy, Deneen, Niels, Spudsy, your top 8, and all very close together, which is what we like to see. But David, I think he's been practicing this track. He's now out in front. We're nearly a minute gone already. Oh, who was that going? Is that you just losing touch there, Niels?
Yeah, me and Billy have been.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of lag going on actually. I think it's from Billy's end rather than your end. So we'll just monitor that, of course. But we're underway here in the Pro-Am Series. And Dat Waldo's already all over the back of David here. So we reach the end of lap 2. And remember, I will just point out, I'll go through everyone's tyre strategies now, so we can actually point out that you've got to go on to the other compound of tyre, whatever you're on now. So softs for David, mediums for Dat Waldo, softs for JB, softs for Deneen, softs for Pelly. As Spudsy's just spun there, I think, off the corner. He just made a mistake and gone past by Niels. Pelly is on a set of softs, Billy's on a set of softs, Niels and Spudsy. So Dat Waldo only going to be swapping to the softs rather than the mediums that he's already on. But don't pit yet, just pit whenever you feel like it. We've got 50 laps of fuel, 50 litres of fuel to begin off with this race. But David pulling away out in front at the end of lap 1 with a 152.4, fastest lap of the race currently. David leads from Dat Waldo, JB, Deneen, your top 4. And these 4 pulling away from Pelly and Billy, who have also left Niels and Spudsy for dead as they go into turn 1. And all very nicely. A little bit of lag going on from Deneen's end, I think. But relatively all clean. Hope it's not my end. I God hope it's not my end. Everyone else looks fine. Small guy, you're here. I hope.
I am.
Are you watching the race? First of all.
No, I'm messaging.
Oh, terrible. Terrible. I was going to ask you for your opinion. As JB just gets overtaken there by Deneen, going through turn 5, I think that is. Nice move there by Deneen. Round the outside of JB, up to 3rd place he goes. David, Dat Waldo, Deneen, your top 3. And plenty of viewing, which I like to see in the stream early on. Oh, as we see Dat Waldo right on the back. Where's Deneen off to? Goodness me! That's the wrong way! Goodness me! I think he just lost control of the car on the exit of the curb. He got flung out almost into the gravel, and he didn't really go into the gravel there. Dat Waldo and David, though, fighting for the lead. David's got a second penalty. Dat Waldo trying to go around the outside. David's defending a little bit too aggressively, if I've got to be honest. But it looks relatively good. Lights on, away we go indeed. And David's still hanging on, as we've got 19 viewers on the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. Oh dear. Elliot complaining in the Discord chat, you don't want to know what's been going on. JB though all over the back of the front two, and he sets fastest up the rest with a 1:48.8 as we start lap 3 here in Spain, in Catalunya. JB trying to dive down the inside of Dat Waldo. Has something happened to Dat Waldo there? Did he have a penalty? And has he just served his penalty? Oh! Contact between David and JB! Out in front. And that's not what we like to see. And Dat Waldo's round as well, and he's taken off Billy. Oh, Billy, the unlucky one and all of that. Dat Waldo not having the rest of it at the minute. If he gets that car going out the gravel, it's going to take a long time for him to get out the gravel. He's now out of the gravel, and he should continue on with his race as normal. And he has got engine damage, so that's why he's going slower than expected. But Deneen now out in front. He seemed to keep it very clean in the opening 3 laps here. 5 minutes in already. It's absolutely flown over. Deneen in first, David second, Pelly in third, but Pelly all over the back of the Viper, who has got a 1 second penalty, of course. JB's up to 4th. I think Spudsy has just lost a place there to Niels further down the order. Do you believe? I went in the gravel. Yeah, I thought he did. I saw him running wide as Pelly. Oh, tried to dive down the inside of David. That was never going to work. He's got to give that place back, if I've got to be honest. David cutting across the grass. Deneen getting out in front. Like his B-League days. Deneen, sorry, out in front. 4 seconds the gap. That's going to take quite a margin. That's going to take a very good driver to try and close that in, I think. Deneen, 3.8 seconds. So that gap just fluctuating a little bit. With Pelly second, David third, JB fourth. Neil's looking to catch these guys in behind, and I think he is actually beginning to try and reel in the guys in front of him. Slipstream, of course, not really on. Spudsy in the background catching up as well. Corvette doing much better than what he did in thingy. Billy in 7th then. Dat Waldo's already catching in the background in 8th. 23 seconds separate the top 8 here as we all calm down, apart from David, who's getting very leery on the right hand, on the going through turn 3 and 4 there. David nearly losing control of the car on the outside of the curb. Doing well though. He's just settled down in third with JB on the back, catching 9/10 off him. As, if I have to go down for a drink, by the way, I do apologise because my voice is already starting to go. You're not going to motivate me to save so I can move out. That's what we're getting through from Elliot, who doesn't seem like he's going to be racing tonight, but that opens up a whole host of possibilities for a new race winner. A small guy gonna win? David surely not diving that down the inside. Oh my god. Oh.
It won't be new if I won.
It won't be what?
It won't be new if I won.
Yeah, no, well, it would be new because you got disqualified, so. How about that? Oh, David again cutting across the grass. He's just got to calm it down a little bit. And come on! Come on, really? We want that guy in our championship? Really? Absolute joke. Absolute joke. He's just dive bombed it from about 2 seconds back. And nearly, well, he's killed Pelly almost. JB in all of this is trying to thread the other needle. The Jack now getting down through the both of them. 3 wide into turn 1. JB's got them both. David on the brakes though has went round the outside and has seemingly got that. Similar to what he did in turn 1 on lap 1. He's got that done again. Pelly in third, JB in fourth. We might just have to penalise David after this race, if I've got to be honest, because what I saw there, that dive bomb was absolutely crude. And Pelly, I think, if he's watching the stream, just calm it down, Pelly. David, calm it down as well, because I don't want this to get out of hand out on track. But Paddy's going to launch it here, and I know he is. Down the inside of David, and pushing him off. I mean, come on, it's not bumper cars. This is supposed to be a clean racing. David's going to dive it down the inside, yeah. And as predicted, he's nearly gone on the gravel. JB going around his outside. Hopefully he can get that stuck. Down the inside, David is going wide. So I think both of them now clear. There we go. That's what we like to see. David now back. What were you saying there? Uh-oh. Elliot's back online. Seemingly means he might be racing, but Pelly's just got the run on JB there for second, and Neil's catching all of this battling. Spudsy as well getting involved in this as well. Good to see he's getting on with things. Billy as well, Dat Waldo. Gapper's close up to the leader, who's seemingly just running by himself out in front of him, keeping it out of trouble. As we see this three-way battle for second. David almost pushing along the two Jags down the straight. Goodness me, you don't want to be doing that, because there will be contact, certainly, down the straight. But it's all going swimmingly so far. We're 10 minutes in, almost, and Deneen leads from Pelly, JB, and David. Oh! David again! Really? Really? I mean, do we have the option? Because I'm on about this. Do we have the option to kick a driver out of the lobby if they're behaving aggressively and undeserving towards other drivers? Do we have that rule in our regulations? I don't think it's in our regulations, but I certainly want to implement that in, because David should be kicked out of this, if I've got to be honest, the driving I've seen from him so far. But anyways, we continue. Pelly in second, getting away from his teammate JB. Neil's in behind, just lagging a little bit, so just be wary of that, Neil's. Spudsy 6th, Billy 7th, and Dat Waldo in 8th. There's been a little bit of a mistake, I think, but all of this battling, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, is just let Deneen walk away with this almost. Out in front, we hit our 20th viewer on the stream, so thank you very much for watching. TFRL Pro-Am. Oh, you're here. Are you racing? Oh. Everyone for David to be kicked type F. See, a lobby host kick him. J Luke, yeah, I mean.
What's this?
David's been acting, he's tried dive bombs on Pelly and all sorts. He's into the pits, so he's the first into the pits. Should be going onto a set of mediums here then. But yeah, I mean, David's driving. If you watch it back on the stream, it's been quite deplorable, if I've got to be honest. And Mr. Laggy McGee's here. Well, it seems that David is getting a full tank of fuel, I think. That's how bored I am with this pit stop, goodness me. Out the pit he goes, yeah, David going on to set the mediums. Spudsy as well, also in the pits. Let's see if he is going to be... yeah, he's also on to set a medium, so people knowing their limits in the pit lane tonight, which is good to see. Deneen though out in front, 10.6 seconds. Pelly closing him down, JB as well. Not sure if Niels has made a mistake somewhere out on track on this lap. Just might have lost a little bit of gap. Yeah, just looks like you've lost a couple of seconds on the two Jags ahead. Billy in 5th running quite strongly as well, and because of the pit stops, Dat Waldo, sorry, is closing in on Billy. And he is now beginning to try and close in that Corvette, the American driver on Billy. It's all spread itself out a little bit, but we'll focus on the two Jags battling. Or if you can call this a battle, Pelly and JB. Closest battle out on track. Deneen's into the pitch from the lead though. You see JB's going to pit as well. Neil's not coming in. Let's have a look at... oh, JB coming in with 1 lap of... 1 litre of fuel even. Dear me. Deneen, though, is in the pits. Hopefully this is for a set of mediums. Let me just check this. As soon as he comes out of the pits, I'm going to be watching everyone like a hawk tonight with the pit stops. Deneen, that's a set of mediums. JB should be coming out on a set of mediums as well. Uh-oh. JB is coming out the pit. He has gone into a set of softs. You've gone on the wrong tyre. As long as he gets on the set of mediums before the end, though, he should be fine. And Billy's pitting for a set of mediums as well, so using... Oh, and David has actually spun there. I mean, David's K&K Dodge friend, I mean, you thought they'd be quite comparable to... Thinking, oh, we see a battle going on in the background, a shot there through turn 1 and 2. Billy and Spudsy. Billy's just exited the pit. Spudsy on a lap with a set of mediums. 50 seconds off the pace at the minute because Pelly and Niels are still in the pit along with Dat Waldo, so those three guys still to come into the pits. 2.3 seconds penalties for Billy and 2.7 seconds for Spudsy. Let's have a look at if Pelly is going to be pitting this lap, and I think he will because he's only got, I think, 2 litres of fuel left there. Pelly into the pits, looking nice, looking nice. Oh, he's crashed into the pits! He crashed. How on earth can you manage that? I've never seen that done before. He's crashed into the pit lane. He's managed to get in there, and he's going to be serving his pit stop. That's the weirdest thing I think I've seen all race. Certainly. Goodness me. Top 3 in the pits. Pelly, Niels, and Dat Waldo. And you've just missed Pelly crash into the pit lane, almost.
I cannot ride on board with anyone.
What do you mean you cannot ride on board with anyone?
I know I can. I'm sorry.
Sounding out of breath. Hopefully you will be sounding like that at the end of the 40-minute race for the Pro Series. Pelly coming out on the set of mediums. Niels should be coming out on the same set of tyre as well. And I'm expecting that Waldo to pit for a set of softs. It's only JB that needs to go on for a set of mediums. So Niels on a set of mediums, and that Waldo now coming out onto a set of softs. So only JB now has got to change their tyres at the end. I think JB will probably wait until like the end of the stint, at the end of this stint before he pits. Probably around 10 minutes, I think he'll pit. Wait. Yeah, Dat Waldo's just came out in front of him though in the pits. He's been pulled actually in this battle with Billy. These two were going out at the last lap around, Billy and Spudsy, who I think's just made a mistake there and he's lost time to Dat Waldo. But Dat Waldo now, look at the closing speed on the Corvette. Really, really managing his tyres well through there. Not sure what's happened to Spudsy. Must have spun there in the background of the shot. Elliot, you're lagging quite a lot, I do believe. Is everyone still here? Yeah, oh, well, I can't hear myself now. I can't get the double echo. But Dat Waldo right on the back of Billy. This is for 6th and 7th out on place. I was expecting Dat Waldo to win. Oh, Billy puts 2 wheels into the gravel there, and here comes Dat Waldo going around the outside. He's almost side by side now into the left-hander at the end of sector 2. Beautiful switch back by the American. Brilliant move there by Dat Waldo. Gets that completed very, very comfortably indeed. Billy just was aware, I think, of the danger that Dat Waldo was going to get the switchback done on him, and that has paid off to absolute perfection. Dat Waldo up to 6th place. Best move of the race so far. Oh! As we see Niels and David going at it. We cut on board. Niels and David. Blue flags? You're getting blue flags? What? You're getting... I don't know. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? There's something going on. Am I still here? Are we still here?
Yeah.
What is this guy doing here?
Yeah, I mean, I think after this race we're going to have some serious words with David. After this race, his performance I've seen is just totally unacceptable of TFRL standards, if I've got to be honest. And I mean totally unacceptable of TFRL standards. We are, of course, Professional Racing League. That factors in clean, competitive and social racing, and I think David's performance doesn't factor in the 3 of our things, clean, competitive and social, apart from the social bit probably, but clean and competitive certainly not his mantra of the day, I've got to be honest. Oh dear, oh dear. The 2 Jags now beginning to fight it out, 2nd and 3rd. We're going to put the best of the action onto the stream now for you. JB and Pelly, the 2 Jags going at it. No love lost between these two. They've been relatively close to each other throughout this race as we approach the halfway stage here in Catalunya. JB just running wide there. Pelly getting a much better entry, flashing the lights, trying to put each other off, I think. Pelly getting the better run on JB, but I think with the lack of slipstream down the straight, I think JB's going to have this one. Down the straight, he's pulling away, and Pelly, don't think, has got straight line speed. Oh, I know, and I probably know why, because they're on different tyres. Because JB's on the softs, Pelly on the mediums, fully cutting on turn 1 there. That's what we like to see. He's going to get a penalty for that, surely. Pelly, yeah, he gets 2 seconds added onto his time there, and he can't serve it, of course. I'm not sure if he's slowing down to try and serve that at all. But Deneen, out of bump by 10 seconds. That gap has just reduced a little bit.
David Wallbank is telling me 4 kid.
David Wallbank's telling you what?
I don't know, kid.
That you're a little kid, did you just say?
4 kid.
A poor kid? Oh dear.
4. B-O-O-R.
A bore kid? Never heard of that. Poor kid.
You had it right with poor.
Poor. Poor. That's how I say poor.
Yeah.
Poor. Dear me. We'll get into the accents thing after this, definitely. But for now, let's just focus on the action out on track. David running wide there. Dat Waldo has gone through past Niels. So Dat Waldo now for 5th. And now he's closing in on David, who's got to be very, very careful against here. We're through halfway though, and Deneen still leads from JB and Pelly, who seems to have made a bit of a mistake out on track. Must have run in the gravel somewhere out on track. Dat Waldo, by the way, has set the fastest lap for us with a 1:46.1, which I think is a similar level to what we saw in qualifying, as David and Dat Waldo go into, I think Spudsy has left the session. But he will be counted in the results. He did attend and has completed half distance, so Spudsy will be confirmed in the race results. So he'll be getting the 4 points out of an offer for 8th place. And sorry I got no ID, even though he's not racing, he's attended. I'm happy to give him points because he's here. He'll get 2 points for 9th. So we'll count him in the results even though he hasn't raced. That's how fair we are. But Dat Waldo, though, is close enough. The American on the Spaniard, the homeboy, really not doing that well at all. As Dat Waldo senses an opportunity on him. Is he going to launch one down the inside? The American, the Spaniard cutting him off. And Dat Waldo just forces him pretty much out of the way. He's turning into him, the Spaniard. That is disgraceful driving once again from David VN107. Yes, I'm calling you out by your PSN name. And Dat Waldo just shoves him off the track. I don't think fair play there to Dat Waldo. He wanted to try and get him done. David's not going to try and come down the inside. He's going to ram him off, ram him up the backside. But that's actually cost David more time compared to Dat Waldo. As I said, do we have the option to kick him out on track and disqualify him at the points? Because that's what I'm going to be doing after this, that's for sure.
You really want to?
I definitely want to. David should be disqualified out of the results because his driving, everyone else has been fine. His driving has been absolutely awful. And I mean absolutely awful. At the points that I've picked up on, as he scores for a spin nearly there. Too right as well, I think. Oh, and he, again, cuts the corners. He couldn't give a crap in the world. He could honestly not give 2 hoots about what is happening in this race. He's just picked up another 2-second time penalty. I mean, either curb it, calm it down, or find another league. Simple. We don't want drivers like this who well, I wouldn't say purposely run into people, but I would certainly say ram into people, whatever, with the brakes, failure or whatever he's got. I don't know what is happening, to be honest. Dear me. absolute stupid driving. Anyways, my rant over. I could have done that in Spanish, but I didn't want to. Deneen has spun somewhere, I think, out on track. Like that was 10 seconds, it's now 3.5. And Deneen definitely now on the back foot. Maybe, oh, I know why, it's the tyres. It'll be the tyres. JB on the same compound of tyre. I will just confirm that. I'm pretty sure he's on another set of the Supers. Now Niels and Billy begin to try and go at it. We want to try and take it. Gotta say though, this race much more positive in terms of the timings, because Brands Hatch was quite a short track in comparison to this. Is Billy rams the back of Niels under the braking. I think he's totally sorry for that. He's backed off, so yeah, he's just gonna let you go there, Niels. So fair play and good sportsmanship there to Billy. That's what we like to see. And like David's driving here tonight. 15 minutes to go. Just over 15 minutes to go. And if you are a pro driver, you will be coming in. We should be getting started 25 past 7, I would expect, at this current stage. And as soon as this race is over, you can join the session. Let me have a look at the comments. Give David a PS1 and Destruction Derby, dude. I hate to comment on that, but I think that's definitely true. James seriously kicked David. That's the worst driving I've seen from a driver in a league race. That is J-Luke, and he's in the Pro Series, so if we've got him commenting about it, then there's a problem. What I'll do then, what I will do personally, because I've seen this race uphand for the most of it, I'm going to personally message David about his driving and basically just give him 2 options. Curb it for next race or he's out of the league. Simple as that. Want to give our drivers a fair chance, but I mean, driving like that should not go unpunished. I'm sorry. And Elliot, I will fill in on his driving after this, unless you've been having a look on the stream. Yeah, I mean, ramming into the back of that Waldo and yeah. But gap for the lead though, JB, I think he's gone onto a set of softs here to try and get the lead of this race. He's really closed in on Deneen. It's now 1.5 seconds almost.
Wait, who's leading it? Who's not? I can't work this out.
Deneen's leading, JB second, that Waldo third on my screen.
Yeah, putting it in a really weird order for me. Deneen and JB were 7th and 8th.
Oh, 8?
Yeah.
You've got a massive glitch then.
But it's fixed now.
It's fixed now. It's probably because it's just you've gone back in spectator mode and thingy. But oh, I may add that Waldo's now up to 3rd. He's gone past Pelly somewhere out on track. I'm not sure if Pelly made a mistake, but that Waldo is up to 3rd now. And seemingly 25 seconds down, he is half the gap. He's got about 13 minutes remaining to try and close in on the front 2. 10 seconds, is it possible? I think it might be.
Who's this?
That Waldo. Oh, Niels, what's happened to you?
Fighting and
But he's waiting up for you. Yeah, again, good sportsmanship there by Billy. That's what we like to see. That is the sort of sportsmanship we want to see in both Pro-Am and Pro. If the Pro-Am drivers can do this, so can the Pro drivers. That's all I'm saying. Deneen, though, still out in front. JB second. It's just fluctuating anywhere between 1.5 and 2 seconds at the minute. Just fluctuating past 2 seconds. I think Deneen's just cut the corner there, actually. Yeah. Picking up a 2.9 second penalty. It's typical of me burping in the stream, goodness me. Deneen actually, I think he realised that he got the 2-second penalty and he's just backed off to try and let JB close in. That Waldo in the background though, he is really eating into this margin. 8.7 seconds with quite a few more laps to go. I think we'll probably have another 4 laps at least out of this race. Maybe even 5 or 6. Somebody's absolutely tired by the traction. Let me start that again. Somebody's tired because of the action that's happening out on track. If I could get my words out, it would be much appreciated. David is into the pits. Another set of softs for him. He has gone on both sets of tyres, so we're fine. Oh, and there we go. He's cut the pit lane. He's cut the pit lane exit. Is that a 10-second time penalty for him? It's the first one. If anybody else has done it, they'll count themselves lucky. So I'm only basing it on what we've caught on stream. So
I'll rewatch the race after.
yeah, I'll save the replay as well and do some analysis.
I won't be able to. I won't be able to save the full race.
What?
I won't be able to save the full race.
I'll save the replay. Don't worry. Oh, JP getting caught over the curb there, dearie me. Getting very, very out of shape coming out the final 2 corners there. And now he's through the final corner, closing in again. That Honda looks very slow in a straight line. Well, given that JB started on the set of softs, he's got to pit and pit in for a set of mediums. Pelly is pitting as well. JB just got slightly less fuel compared to Deneen actually on the laps, but here we go. That Waldo's only 5 seconds off as well. I think he's just made a mistake actually coming through the first 2 corners. This is all closing up into a bit of a crescendo here in TFRL GT3 Championship Pro-Am Series. Sorry, I got no ID, had to go and eat, by the way. That's why he didn't race. But I'm counting him in the result he attended. He's going to get 2 points for attending. Attention. Oh dear.
Oh, balls.
Somebody's stretching and getting ready for the Pro Series, but we are through 75% race distance. If anything was to happen here, we would count the results as they are right now, with Deneen out in front, JB in second. All looking pretty decent. As JB tries to go for the move. Oh, I thought he was going to go for it there. Oh, Deneen! Deneen in the gravel, sorry. Oh my god, what's happened to him? Deneen in the gravel, sorry, I was typing a message out.
He's dropped down to 3rd.
He's dropped down to 3rd. I saw him in the gravel, but that was very late on. JB, I think, has realised that he's got to go into a set of mediums. And I think he's pitting in now for that tyre. Let me just check that I'm on board with him. He should only be pitting for a little bit more fuel and for new tyres.
By the way, for the guys that don't know it yet, Haas will reveal the car the 7th of February.
Oh, nice.
What's that?
Haas is going to release their car on the 7th.
Oh yeah, on the 7th. Yeah, some of it.
That's really early.
JB's on a set of mediums, so everyone meets the standards. JB's on a set of mediums, just came out of the pits. And Billy and Pelly are having a battle here. Look at this, 4th and 5th. And there's Niels in behind as well. Blue flags. You're getting blue flags again. What on earth?
Blue flag.
Blue flags. Pelly's got Billy though down in the inside at turn 1. Nice move by Pelly. Just got to be aware that Billy is behind him though, and he's not really letting this go too much. Now Pelly pulling away with that Jaguar's exit speed and pulling away on this corner. Very nice indeed. Both of them around the same penalties. Niels just running wide there in the background. Poor David, he's now 4 seconds behind. Yellow flags. Oh, Pelly's off. Pelly's off, and that is one way to get out of a driver behind you. And, oh yeah, Deneen's, yeah. So that Waldo's now leading and possibly going for a drive of the day here. I mean, he was 25. Just think of this. He was 25 seconds down, and he's now 8 seconds in front. So he's getting 33 seconds in 33 minutes. So it's like a second a lap almost. If you average it out across. Thingy, 8.3 gap extending. Just all looks a little bit too quiet out on track now. With, I think, another 3 laps to go after this one. Or including this one, will be another 3 laps to go. Or 2 laps, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. Oh. Right, I'm gonna put in a message into the GT3 Championship. He's getting muted anyways, because I can't stand them. Today again, I think it's just made another mistake there on that Waldo. That gap has just extended it back out to 10 seconds. JB, Billy, Niels, David going slow there. Oh dear, that's a bit of a glitch on my end again. Dear me.
I'm back.
Everybody wide, he's on much better tyres. David's going to go around the outside of Neil. Oh, come on! What an absolute joke of a driver David VN107 is. He's out of the league after this, I'm sorry. He's just purposely turned into Neil's going on a straight line. And I saw that on stream and that was caught for everyone to see. So he's not getting away with that. And that has been his precedence. He's been such an aggressive driver all day. Absolute joke.
So you've also put GT score.
Anyways, we continue. That Waldo's now 12 seconds clear from Deneen. JB third. 3 of the drivers that actually have kept it clean, filling out the top 3 positions. Billy has been a little bit over-aggressive at times, but he's waited up for people, and that is what makes the difference between a good driver and a bad driver. Speaking of mistakes, it's getting closed in by David here in 5th place, and he's got 8.6 seconds worth of penalties compared to Billy's 6 seconds. Hopefully he gets more by the end of this race. And if I've got to be unbiased, anyone. So Neil's getting closer by Pelly as well. Still within 50 seconds, the top 7. Which I think is a godsend, considering we had somebody 6 laps down last week in Brands Hatch. Pelly trying to drive it down the inside of Neil's there. He's just ran it a bit over wide of the corner. Y'all can get another 2 laps, I think, after this. Dat Waldo is just about to come across the line with an ever-increasing margin. That gap has gone out again, 14.2 seconds. Deneen clearly not happy with his car. He's falling ever further back, just picking more penalties up as well. He's just picked up another couple of 10th penalty there. Just basic little stuff for Deneen. But he's running in second. He could pit. No, actually don't. Please do not pit, because you'll be getting JB and Billy on the back end. David going into the gravel there briefly as well. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. The stream has held up intact, so thank God. Ooh.
I got fuel problems.
You've got fuel problems.
I got 1.2 laps left.
1.2 laps. Just put it down into a higher fuel mode.
I already did.
Pelly's closing up, going down the inside now for 6th. Pelly down the inside for 6th. Neil's going around the outside, though they're still side by side, and Pelly gets the move done. That was clean and fair. Good driving between both drivers, and Pelly up to 6th. Nice move. And I think Pelly has actually been into the pits, which I think we missed, but he has been into the pits. As we will have one more lap to go, and everyone will be getting on to their final lap of the race. So that Waldo out in front by 19 seconds. Deneen really falling back during the course of this race. He obviously must be saving fuel as well, because he's got absolutely nothing left. He must have about 3 or 4 litres left, give or take. He's on a set of mediums as well. That Waldo pulling away on a set of softs. That is going to factor in to the margin at the end of the race. So I'm just going to communicate with the pro drivers to get ready to join the lobby, and then as soon as everyone's in, we can get going, of course, for Pro Series. And I will end the stream after this race. I'll end the stream for the Pro-Am after this race, and then get one straight back set up. That will just running wide there at turn 4. And Deneen just taking it very, very cautiously through the last lap. Now, JP's just entered onto the final lap as well. Oh! And David forcing off Billy into the gravel. That is not great to see at all. I came on board with that right at the last second. But looked to me as if David just forced him off a little bit, which I think is unacceptable. But everyone is on to the final lap of this race. Driver of the day has to be the leader. As we reach final lap, this has just been confirmed as the final lap because the time has run out here in Pro-Am, but everyone has still got to complete their laps, of course. Nothing like a certainty as my controller glitches out again. I'm just going to leave it over there. Dat Waldo coming around the final couple of corners now. He's only got the chicane and the final corner to go, and he's going to be winning here and closing up to Fidgeting Dragon, who sadly couldn't make it tonight because of work commitment. Dat Waldo, though, coming around the final corner, the American driver. I think it's our first American winning in TFRL GT3 Championship. Dat Waldo wins here in Spain. Round 2 of the championship completed for Dat Waldo. And a confidence boosting win from being 25 seconds down at the beginning of the race. He wins very, very comfortably. Deneen flings it over the final chicane, and he's going to be finishing in second. JP is catching him in behind. Oh, and Deneen! Oh my god, he nearly crashed into the pit lane there. Jesus Christ, Deneen has somehow kept that. He's going to spin across the line, but Deneen is second. JP is going to finish in third. Yes, he is, because of the penalties at the end. Going to be interesting, though, with the penalties in behind, because Pelly and David, well, there's no contest, really, between these two. Pelly clearly getting less penalties than David, as you can see on your screens. Pelly coming across the line in 4th place. David VN 107. How has he got 5th is beyond me. Billy has came across the line in 6th, but he jumps David VN 107 because of the penalty situation. And Niels is finally, with the less penalties of everyone, he is going to be last across the line. Don't think he cares, he just rolled it across the line. But Niels has finished 7th, and that is the end of the Pro-Am series for tonight. Look at the penalties, goodness me. But that is the Pro-Am race over, so thank you very much for watching. We're going to be back live in literally about, I would say, 5 minutes. Pro drivers, get yourselves in now, you are free to join. Thank you everyone for the Pro-Am race there. Thank you to all the Pro-Am drivers that attended, and we'll see you very soon. So from me, thank you very much for watching, and until about 10 minutes time, goodbye.